first tonight at 5. In the last few hours, we've received another bombshell in the Alex Murdaugh saga, this time in the form of a video deposition. We hear for the first time how Alex kept the family of his late housekeeper, Gloria Satterfield, in the dark about a multi-million-dollar death settlement in her name. Plus, we learned more on the involvement of a Hampton banker. Ann Emerson is combing through the deposition now, and she's got some of the new details tonight for us. Ann?
Well, Chad Westendorf is the vice president of Palmetto State Bank in Hampton. In 2018, he agreed to be the personal representative for Gloria Satterfield's family, to represent them in court and to protect their best interests. And in his own words, under oath, Westendorf admitted in a deposition last month he didn't do that. He admits he never let the boys know about money coming to them. 2 settlements totaling $4.3 million, most of which ended up in Alex Murdaugh's pockets. In this portion of the deposition, you'll hear Westendorf tell the Satterfield's attorney, in fact, he never contacted the boys at all and didn't even know it was his responsibility.
But nobody told you, like Corey didn't tell you, hey, I'm going to keep the boys abreast.
No, sir.
And you certainly didn't see a letter from Corey to the boys saying, hey, by the way, I just settled, Chad and I settled the initial claim for $505,000. You never saw that.
I never saw that, no.
You realize that the boys are real live people.
Sure.
Okay. And that they have a right to know if money's recovered in connection with their mother's death, what that amount was. Right?
Certainly.
As a personal representative, it was Westendorf's duty to keep the boys abreast of all developments. But according to Westendorf, he didn't know he was an officer of the court or even what his obligations were to the boys as their personal representative. Westendorf says he assumed Alex's friend and fellow attorney Corey Fleming was in control.
What was your job as PR? Tell me what you were supposed to do.
I don't know.
Were you supposed to be just in name only, or did you have actual affirmative duties? You don't know?
I don't know. I mean, my first meeting with Corey, I asked what I needed to do as personal representative. Did I need to?
And what did he tell you?
Guidance. He said, nothing at this moment. I'll take care of it.
We also learned today it was Alex Murdaugh who asked Westendorf to be the Satterfield's personal representative. Again, bizarre considering Alex was being sued. Murdaugh is facing several criminal charges as a result of this case and dozens more from other reported thefts. I also spoke with Eric Bland today, and coming up at 6, Bland tells me why he was so surprised that this deposition ever happened.
Charleston mother says she's tired of violence. Her 25-year-old son was shot and killed by someone police say didn't even know him. Now she's teaming up with a civil rights group to try and make a change. Our Tara Jabor explains what exactly they want to do.
On November 8th, Marion Grice stopped at A1 grocery store on Dorchester Road in North Charleston. His mother says he always visited there, but this time he never made it in the store. He was shot and killed in the parking lot.
My son was 25 years old. He was not into the streets. He was trying to be an entrepreneur. He was trying to get his landscape business off the ground.
2 men were arrested for his murder, Keanu Simmons and Dartez Ferguson. According to SLED, Simmons has been arrested 12 times, Ferguson 18 times. Marion's mother says their criminal history is a part of the problem.
We discovered that the 2 perpetrators in my son's case have rap sheets, very extensive rap sheets. But the problem is, it's not the problem with the police arresting them, as I see. It's the judges that are allowing these repeat offenders to make bond.
Now she wants something to change.
This no-snitch law, we got to get rid of it.
The Racial Justice Network is launching a crime prevention task force with the North Charleston Police Department.
We are sick and tired of the crime in the community, so Racial Justice Network is kicking off its crime summit.
The group's members say they want to bring people together to stop violence. They believe the police department can't fix the issue without the public supporting them.
Develop the task force with the local clergy, all of the business community, all of the neighborhood associations.
Marion Grace's mother says she'll help with the task force. That's because she doesn't want anyone else to feel the pain of losing a loved one to gun violence.
We can't expect North Charleston, the solicitor's office, the mayor, to fight for justice for us when we're not fighting for ourselves.
Tonight, the Charleston community is remembering a larger-than-life woman, Ann Mulkey. The mother of Charleston 9 firefighter Captain Louis Mulkey died Thursday night. Our Natalie Spalla spoke with those closest to her on the work she did and the legacy she leaves behind. Natalie?
Yeah, Katie, it's not often you meet someone where everyone shares the same sentiments, the same things coming to mind when asked how to describe this person. Well, Ann Mulkey, or Mama Mulkey rather, she fits the bill. It's why so many people within the local firefighter community are deeply saddened by this loss.
Pay it forward, and I believe in that.
A belief that sums up Ann Mulkey pretty well. A supporter, cheerleader, and giver.
Yeah, it was just her. She would give you everything that she could, everything that she had.
When Mulkey lost her son Louis in the West Ashley Sofa Superstore fire in 2007, that giving took on a whole new meaning.
She was the kind of person you always wanted on your side.
Gerald Mishu met Mulkey shortly after her son's death. The two started a counseling service to support the fire department and the Charleston 9 families. Today, that service spans 23 counties.
I have seen her go toe-to-toe with mayors and county councilmen and fire chiefs. She was not afraid of anybody.
To know her was to love her, and the love she gave to the Charleston Fire Department was what she received right back.
She wanted us to all take care of each other, no matter what that meant.
To Mulkey, that meant honoring those 9 lives lost through the completion of the Charleston 9 Memorial Park.
That's where we go to find our peace with a lot of what's happened, and the beautification that came from her efforts. It's a lasting tribute.
A lasting tribute to an everlasting legacy, one built on a single premise.
Love. Love is probably the one single word I could put it. She cared for everybody. It didn't matter what was on the door of the apparatus, whether it was Somerville or it was Charleston or North Charleston. We were all in this together.
And together, like it's done in the past, this community will heal.
Probably the most caring person that you'd ever meet.
Now, Mulkey's son Wayne tells me a lot of people have already reached out wanting to do something in remembrance of Ann. He encourages people to donate to MUSC's Camp Can Do. That's a camp designed specifically for burned children. I'll provide a link for how you can do exactly that with this story on our website, abcnews4.com. Working for you in the newsroom, Natalie Spalla, ABC News 4.
All right, thank you, Natalie. Now, when it comes to the memorial service, plans are still in the works, but they will be shared with the fire department when they're finalized. Mulkey was 76 years old.